EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New England Patriots. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Crazy.
To throw, it's May. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
Looking to throw, May. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Crazy. Hey, what's that? Crazy. Hey, 5.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Ball red. Let's go now. Red, 38. Set.
Love looking to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 60 yards.
It's a gain of 60 yards.
Red,
1st down, Pittsburgh.
Ready.
Love. Now he'll tuck this and run. Touchdown! Roman Wilson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's May. And Diggs has it. And out across midfield down to the 45.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for the Patriots. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing here is May. And that one to the right side and incomplete. The Patriots at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
To the air, May. Got a man. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run with Gibson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 28.
A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
That's another Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Hey, what's up? Crazy.
Here's May. They'll swing this out to Henderson. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Trevion Henderson. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Pats are an extra point away from evening this one up. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jonnu Smith, 73 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Five. Crazy.
They'll throw with May. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You look at the Steeler defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Five. Crazy.
From the gun on 3rd down is May. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Kyle Williams with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Borregales now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt.
That's caught at the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Warren, 65 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offensive coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. From the shotgun, it's May. Hunter Henry brings it in. Oh, what a move. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. May going to give it to Henderson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Hey, what's up?
He'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Ready?
Following the interception, Love. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ball red. Set. 50. Green. Black ultra. Cut.
Throwing. Love. He's got him in. Complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Black shot. Blue
It's a
strike.
gain of 48 yards. And the Steeler first down.
Ready?
Love now. Now he's going to step up and run. Out to the left here to Reed. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Red. Blue. Smack. Red. Set. Cut.
Catch made right side by Wilson. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Love from the gun. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Green jack. Set.
Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jonnu Smith, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's 2nd and 8. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Here we go. Ready.
On play action. Love to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Right foot, plastic, red, yellow. Set.
Now Love. That's caught right side. It's Warren. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A gain of 29 yards.
Black Ultra.
1st down, Steelers.
Blue, yellow, blue striker. Green jack. Yellow, zoom. Hut, hut.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
45 seconds.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Got his man, it's Warren. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Love looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Blue. Let's go now. Black, next black, red, cycle. Ready.
Play fake. Here's Love. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Ready,
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Ready. Field, 33. Ready.
Going back to Love. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That flag, that'll push him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. May. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. 2nd down and 4.
A gain of 11 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing here is May. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Kyle Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots get a bit closer.
For the extra point.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Patriots 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room. I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Yellow, blue, red, blaster, 6.
Here's Love. This one finds Wilson downfield. Down the right sideline. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Roman Wilson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Roman Wilson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers are able to add on to their first-half lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try to wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
To throw, it's May. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
From the gun, it's May. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line.
That's good for a Patriots first down.
To the air, May. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Antonio Gibson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The extra point now for Borregales. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
You, yellow. Here we go. Right, blue striker. Hut, hut.
Final play of the half. Love. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And his throw's going to be incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Down. Blaster. Plum. Green jack. Drill green. Ready.
Love. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. To throw now. Here's Love. Out to the right here to Wilson. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. The Waitman down to punt as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Crazy, crazy. It was crazy, crazy, crazy.
They'll throw with May. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A big play there for New England. 44 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
From the shotgun, May with it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Steelers' 19-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's May. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now 1st and 10 at the 11.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Straight ahead, Henderson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Trevion Henderson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Patriots are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators, because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
Right. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Yellow, 43.
Love now. That one complete down the field to Smith. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Smack, red.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Right through. Zoom black.
Love from the gun. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down.
Ready?
Now Love. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Roman Wilson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to widen their advantage. So that one his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough.
Crazy. Ready? What's 5. Crazy.
Here's May. And that is incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
This is taken around the 12. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Come on. Red, yellow, set.
Throwing. Love.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll just get rid of it. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
First down. A gain of 14. And the
Ready.
Steeler first down.
Red, claws, red, 6. Mega.
They just do get the playoff. Love going to throw it. Going for the deep ball. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Warren, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
Crazy.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Red, yellow, yellow, blue, right, white, ready.
Love looking to throw it. He'll let it fly for Austin. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
At the 38-yard line.
Again, it's Henderson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Patriots are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Point after, right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Love. To the sideline and incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Yellow, 22, light blue. Set, huh?
On 2nd and 10. Love. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. A great play there. With now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Patriots take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And this one fielded in the end zone. It will be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Milton Williams able to drop him for a loss of a couple. To try again after the sack. Love. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Calvin Austin, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. Boswell good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. From the 38 now. Here's second down at 7.
Pick up a 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's May. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built on the efforts of this defense.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with May. Left side caught by Diggs. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion.
possession. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Here's Love. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Pats are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing.
Oh, wide open, complete. Now he's loose again, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Patriots get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready?
Back to throw. Love. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Love. Over the middle, pass caught by Warren. It's a pickup of 12, and it'll set up a third down. The Steelers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Claws red. Red. Yellow. Set.
Working out of the gun. Love. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A pause now as they tend to an injured player. And it's the quarterback, Jordan Love. He's shaken up out there. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. First throw now for the backup, Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
2nd and 10.
Hey, green. White. White. Hut.
Love. It's brought in by Wilson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's another Steelers first
Snap.
down.
Red.
First and goal.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. He's got it. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
53. Right. 97.
And goal at the Patriots 3-yard line.
Double. 38. Steel. Black. Green. Light blue. Black ultra. Ready?
To throw now. Here's Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Warren, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
Here we go.
Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right. Love throwing for it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To the air, May.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw with May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And the Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, it's May.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Crazy. Hey, here we go, throw it. 5.
Throwing here is May.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Red, cycle. Ready.
Following the interception, Love. Gonna look deep for Wilson.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
6, steel, black, right through, smash, red. Black shot. Set, hut.
Love now. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Here we go. Blue, black, red, 38. Ready?
Love from the gun on 3rd down. He'll let it fly for Austin. It's caught inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 3.
Hey, here goes tonight. Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Looking to throw, May. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy.
To throw, it's May. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Hey, what's that? Hey, five. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Here's May. And my goodness, another interception. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's a gain of 35. So first and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And Wilson with it, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point now by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps.
to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Five. Hey, what's that? Crazy, 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 crazy. Hey, let's punch it in. Great job, great job. Hey, five.
From the shotgun, May with it. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Steelers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Ready. 52 blue, green jack.
Now Love. This one deep for Wilson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 65 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Steel, black. Ready.
Throwing. Love. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Boswell for the extra point.
Chris Boswell on for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Here goes that. Hey, what's that?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. On the move past the 40. And a little bit of a consolation prize here. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And he missed it. It wouldn't have mattered. They were going to lose either way, but the game ends strangely on a missed PAT. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the